Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Overturf.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Overturf.
We're coming to you today with another video on how to amp up your success level, skill level up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our videos. The links are down below and you'll get lots of great content and more information on how you can amp up, skill level up your success and business, personal life, whatever it is.
And Stephanie told me I need to smile.
He needs to smile more.
More in these videos, so if you see me doing some cheesy grins, that's why. In this video, Stephanie told me that it's important for me to smile a lot more. So
that was my one critique.
all right, so let's get started.
All right,
So Stephanie is our marketing director at our company, Overturf's Floor and Fabric Care. So I'm going to let her take most of the lead on this, but I do a lot of the inside marketing personally. She does the outside marketing. I do the inside marketing. Maybe you can explain the difference in the two things.
There's a lot of marketing actually in a business if you think about it. You've got online, your website. You've got online, your website. You've got Google AdWords, your Google presence to manage. You've got email marketing, newsletter campaigns to go out to prospective clients, but also past clients. And there's a lot. There's mailers that go out every month. We do reminder cards. And outside marketing is pretty much like everything else. So
simplified a little bit more. Outside marketing is stuff outside when you go outside and you talk to people.
Yes.
Inside marketing are mailers, newsletters, stuff that you are sitting in the office that you can do. So basically it's oversimplified, but one you're doing inside and one you're doing outside.
Yes, exactly.
I just want to get everybody with a basic idea of the difference between inside and outside marketing.
Yes, those are the differences. So basically what I wanted to talk about today is just how to make sure you're still doing some marketing right now at a time where the country is trying to start opening back up. They're going to slowly start going into those phases where we're allowed to go back into groups and non-essential businesses can open back up. But there might still be some limiting things, limited opportunities for you. So make sure that you're still marketing. It can be tempting to just kind of stop, especially if sales are slow and you don't have that same amount of income sales coming in. You might try to cut some things that you would normally be doing. But I want to caution you and say don't do that. Don't just stop marketing altogether. We might have to make some changes. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is just make some changes but don't stop marketing. So here's some of the examples of a couple of things that we did. So I was starting to mention our outside marketer. One of the biggest things that we do for marketing are, we call them referral source visits. So these are in-person visits every couple of weeks to people who can directly refer clients to our company. So that has kind of slowed down, especially with the stay-at-home order. We just couldn't do that. So it kind of really was like, what are we supposed to do? So at first, we just kind of went where we could, who was still open. It was very limited. And then we went to phone calls to those people. So we're making sure we're still staying in touch, doing a touch with them. And it's not super salesy. It's basically just, checking in. We want to see if you guys need anything. Is everyone healthy? We're thinking about you. We know this is tough, but we're all going to get through it. So it's kind of just a little personal phone call like that, just to let them know that you really care. Same thing with an email. I know I personally sent out some emails to a handful of my big accounts that I know send us a lot of business, and I wanted to make sure they knew we were thinking about them. So just don't stop doing those personal touches was one of the biggest things I could think of.
And a big part of marketing is tracking. So you're going to notice when she says to see what's working, to make changes, adjust as necessary. What you're going to notice is when you're tracking that you're getting things from different areas right now, since more people are at home. So we noticed that the email percentage of opens, you can read on, like we use Constant Contact, you can see the percentage of opens are much higher right now than in a normal, everyday, normal economy, normal work week, where people aren't really opening every email. Now they're bored at home, they're opening more emails. So we see that different, but then you're going to have to change some other things. Like I send out a mailer a couple times a month, and I can't even send it out right now. My mailing house says that we have a stay-at-home order, we're not an essential business, we're not going to mail anything out. So kind of not happy about that, but at the same time, okay, well, I guess we won't be doing a mailer right now, but I'm working behind the scenes trying to find somebody that will, trying to do some other ways to do mailers. I know you did a mailer the other day to some of your referral sources. So there's other ways around it, but you are going to have to switch things up a little bit right now.
Right. We weren't able to do our big mailer like we do. But again, it was like a handful of those. I think I sent maybe 30 just little personal letters. Again, the same kind of message that we did in the phone call was on a little letter. And I threw a $5 Starbucks gift card in there. Said, hey, I know you're stuck at home. We're thinking about you. Go take a drive, get out of the house, grab a coffee or something on us, and we're all going to get through this. So there's still ways around it. There's maybe some local companies that might still be working or able to work from home to do a mailer or something. So I know that's what you were looking into.
Yeah. A lot of companies don't even use mail at all, but I still think it's an important part, because what I like to do in marketing is to go against the trends. If you do the same things as everybody else, then you're going to get some good results. Like Facebook right now is really hot marketing. But if you really want to stand out, sometimes it's to go back to the old school, because it's the stuff nobody else is doing right now. If you can do things that are different than everybody else, how many people are sending mailers right now? Not nearly as many as were 10 years ago. Yes. So if you can do a mailer now, you stand out more than somebody that did it back then. You stand out more than somebody that's just doing online advertising, because people aren't getting that much mail anymore. So, you can really, things that can set you apart from the crowd, I feel like are always good in the marketing world. Exactly.
And that kind of brings up another point in mind, and this could be something too once we're coming out of the stay-at-home order and you're able to go back in person, is changing up maybe the traditional, like we always bring a sweet treat to our referral partners.
I got a note, it's time to smile.
We always bring a sweet treat or a cookie or something we like to feed our referral partners. But we were bringing quarantine clean kits for a little while. So
those went over really good, right?
They did. They were a big hit,
People are used to getting chocolates, but now they want toilet paper and cleaner. Who knew?
We found some paper towels at one of the stores, so I'm like buying up all these paper towel rolls, and I'm like, throw those in there. People can't find toilet paper and paper towels. They're going to be thrilled, and they were. So,
and especially at the beginning of this, they were kind of paranoid about letting this in their business.
Yeah.
Which is weird. You think they'd be happy to welcome people in to spend some money, but people get weird. The media is really hypes this up. Not to downplay it. It's a serious illness, but you're opening a business. You got to make. We've got to survive.
And I know our marketing rep was even wearing a mask and gloves, and it was
still didn't want to let her in.
A little challenging for her. She said a couple of places made her spray herself with Lysol and things. So,
we've had to switch some things up, for sure. And so now we've just kind of gone to phone calls. We're not even doing any in-person visits at the moment. Hopefully soon, but right now we're just phone, email. Hopefully soon a mailer, and then eventually as things loosen up, back to the in-person.
That makes me think of my next point that I wanted to talk about too, is as far as like something different. I know we do also some like in-person meetings with different businesses throughout the county here that our marketing rep goes in. It's like a networking group, or where they're trying to trade referrals, stuff like that, or even just a one-on-one meeting with someone who could potentially be a good partner. So you can't really do that either right now. So we've gone to, a lot of them are doing virtual meetings on Zoom, GoToMeeting and stuff like that. So look for those opportunities too. I know our chamber is hosting some of those for people instead of an in-person luncheon or whatever. Maybe you could even host one yourself if you're familiar with those. Maybe get yourself familiar with Zoom, because there's not a lot of people hosting those. So maybe you could even be the go-to person.
Good idea.
And host it, and then you're become this known person amongst whatever group it is, and you're the one who's hosting that meeting. You can plug your business all you want because you're hosting it. But anyway, that might be a good opportunity too. So don't stop meeting with people, just change how you're meeting. It's virtual, you can still see each other and still trade referrals, because business is still happening behind the scenes and just not in person. So
I think what a lot of small businesses miss when it comes to marketing is consistency. They might do, hey, I did a mailer, what happened? I'm not busy. You can't just do one mailer. I remember learning in my early days of learning marketing, some people want to go really big once, but it's better to go small several times consistently than to go really big once and then not do it again. It's the same thing when we do these visits. I always feel like when we have a dedicated full-time marketing person that can consistently do visits, our company does better overall, because we're getting consistent visits on people. We're not just
Yeah.
hitting them once and then 6 months go by and then we hit them again. But I feel like those small, steady trickles over and over again, it's kind of like that illustration of the water hitting the rock over and over again can destroy the most powerful rock, but it's all about the consistency. So,
It's true, yeah. I mean, you can't just go in one time. They're not going to remember you. And you can't just do one mailer, and maybe you'll get some phone calls from that one mailer, but it's not going to be long lasting or consistent, because I know me personally, if I get a mailer from, let's say, a pest control company that I've never heard of, and I get this one giant postcard from them, and then I never see anything again, I don't even know if they're still in business. I don't remember their name. I'm not going to call them.
we've had our own clients because we do a lot of marketing to our past clients, which will probably be a future call because that's such a big subject that we can go on for hours about that.
Yeah.
But we've had our own clients where we called and they couldn't remember us working for them, and it was just 6 months ago. So it's so important to consistently market even to your own clients, because people forget who they use. If you don't keep constantly in touch with them, they're going to forget about you.
Right.
And if they don't have that need at that moment, when they actually need you, they're going to be looking around for a phone number to call.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not consistently in front of them, they're not going to find your number.
Yeah, and that's why this topic is so important, because who knows how long this is really going to last. It's already been over a month and a half that I can. Oh, that's a long time in the world of marketing for people to not hear from you. So don't let that happen. Make sure that you're still marketing to your client base, marketing to your referral partners, those people who are so important, because maybe they're closed right now, but when it opens back up, they're going to be back in business and really trying to make up for this lost time. So you want to make sure that they remember you.
Yeah, it'll make it hard for them to find you when
Yeah.
it is time. TOMA, we always talk about top of mind awareness. Always be in front of that client. They may not be buying right this second, but they are going to buy, so make sure you're the one that's on the top of their mind when they're ready to buy.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than somebody saying they used another company because they didn't know you did something, or they didn't remember your name or whatever.
All right, well, that's our marketing tip for today. I think
Yeah.
it's very important, consistent marketing even during a crisis. Would you agree with that?
100%. Always, but especially right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right, well, good luck, everybody. We hope you're all doing well, and we hope you all are learned a little bit to level up your skills.
Yes, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our page.
Peace out.
Oh, he's smiling.